Sergeant Brubaker. Now that you've mentioned Mrs. Gilbert, it seems to me that I've met her as well. How did she die?
We're not sure yet. Her bedside table was a veritable drugstore.
And Ben?
His name was on one of the bottles. Prescribing physician.
What about the other bottles?
We're checking them right now. Apparently she put them together, a couple of these different drugs, and made herself a lethal cocktail.
Any note?
Afraid not. Did you say that you knew Barbara Gilbert?
Well, that might be an overstatement. If I remember right, we met at the country club last Christmas, or maybe it was last month.
Well, whatever you can tell me about her. Anything would help at this point.
Instant character analysis is not my forte, but she did strike me as an extremely insecure person.
Please, go on.
Well, the symptoms were classic. Poor self-image, seemed to shy away from people. She appeared very apprehensive even among friends. In fact, I think I heard that she'd even threatened suicide at least once in the last few years.
Well, go on. You're being very helpful.
She was a nice woman, but not exactly one that radiated calm and stability. That's about it, Sergeant. I wish I could be more helpful, but the meetings weren't memorable. Tell me something, though. If the bed table was a veritable drugstore, as you've said, makes one curious as to why you're here.
Well, you're wondering if Bedford's at the top of the police list. You must admit, Dr. Graham, that a number of Bedford patients have made the news in the past couple of years. But I can assure you I'm a friend of Dr. Martin's. I just simply wanted to come...
Hey, John. What are you doing here?
He stopped by to ask you a few questions, Ben.
You get tired of your own green, Andy Bean? John, don't you think that if Brian here had a few more inches of muscle here and there, that he'd be a dead ringer for Andy Bean on the Pro Tour?
I don't know, Ben. I'm not into golf.
Excuse me, gentlemen.